Canada's men's soccer team is trending today, but unfortunately it's not in the way that fans were hoping. It's been over 2 decades since the team won a trophy, and they're going to have to wait a little while longer after Canada lost 2-0 to the U.S. in the CONCACAF Nations League final last night. Manisa Danabalan joins us with more on the disappointing game. Hey, Manisa.
Hey, Kelly. 2000 was the last time Canada's men's soccer team won the CONCACAF Gold Cup. Now the team will be working hard to win the 2023 edition when play starts next weekend.
And that's it. Back to back in the Nations League for the United States.
It was a disappointing night for Canada after the U.S. won the CONCACAF Nations League final. The U.S. scored 2 goals, the first one 11 minutes into the game.
Here is Reyna. It's that ball into the area, knocked out and knocked in.
And another more than 20 minutes later.
Here's Reyna.
It was a tough loss. I think first half we didn't play that great. Second half was much better, but when you don't score goals and you receive 2 goals from our own mistakes, it's hard to come back into the game.
They were right there. The team were right there. What happened is they scored.
While Canada tried to bounce back, the team couldn't score a goal.
Zimmerman has that half clearance. Eustachio able to keep it. Eustachio!
There was a lack of creativity and mobility between those players, and it seemed like the U.S. were very good in defense. They read the Canadian players like a book, really. It was very easy for them to get hold of us. So it just seems like the team was just simply not ready enough for this game, and I really do hope that the manager, Herdman, has new plans for the future.
Davies, 1v1 on Scally. Davies hits high, wide.
Adding salt to the wound was the fact that it was Atiba Hutchinson's last game after he announced his retirement from club and international soccer.
He's meant everything to us, amazing guy, amazing person on and off the field. He gave so much for this country.
Now it's just time for me to call it a day and watch these young guys take over. I know the country's in great hands.
Played for Canada 104 times, 20-year career. Really one of the great, certainly one of the great male Canadian soccer careers. He actually never got onto the pitch in what was supposed to be his last game, which I think was a big shame for a lot of people. A lot of people would have liked to see him come on, even just for the last few minutes.
After last night's loss, the team's coach, John Herdman, called on the Canada Soccer Association to increase resources financially ahead of the 2026 World Cup. But in the meantime, the men's national team has another shot at a CONCACAF trophy as Canada's Gold Cup campaign kicks off next week. But unfortunately, we won't be seeing familiar faces on the field like Alphonso Davies, Jonathan David, and some others.
The European season started last August. So, we're into month 11 for these players without having had a break. This is a real chance, I think, for some of those players who have maybe been on the fringe and been on the periphery of the squad to really stake their claim.
Canada will kick off their first Gold Cup game in Group D on June 27th at Toronto's BMO Field when they'll play either Guyana or Guadeloupe.